Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Elizabeth, and today we're going to be talking about 12 things that smart people do not waste their time on. So this is one of the videos and the topics that people have seemed to enjoy, how to increase your intelligence, things that smart people would do. I'm glad it resonated with you. It's something that resonates with me. I'm like, what would a smart person do in this situation? Or if I'm struggling or if I'm worrying about something, I'm like, what would a smart person do? I always go through the lens of the person I want to be like. I want to be smart, or I want to be healthy. So I go, what would a healthy person do in this situation? Or what would a wealthy person do in this situation? And so always looking through things by the lens of the person you want to be like has been a really helpful tool and tip. So let's go ahead and look at what do smart people not waste their time on so that we don't waste our time on those things either. Number one is consuming shallow media. So there's so much entertainment. There's so many options out there in the world, but smart people do not spend a ton of time consuming just all this random stuff that goes into their brains. And research has shown that people who spend 3.5 hours a day in front of a screen could experience cognitive decline and mental decline. Highly intelligent people, they value their own knowledge and they look for opportunities to learn and to grow. And if you are consuming media, most of it, this is shown for successful people, for happy people, for healthy people, for rich people, they look to learn. So if you are going to consume media, most of the time, doesn't have to be all the time, we can all watch a movie or something every once in a while, but most of the time we're intentional and we're getting information that can help us. And maybe we're taking notes and then we're actually going to apply it. So be really careful, not just like consuming random stuff. Like it's not going to help your life, especially some of those shows that are just a lot of drama and things. That is not going to help you in your life. And so look for having an active hobby, like a sport or something that will actually help you in your life. It'll help you exercise. It'll help your brain. It'll help you decrease stress, which is chronic stress is a huge problem in society today. So don't waste time on things that don't benefit your mind. Number two is they don't spend time wallowing in regret. Have you ever had a situation that you wish you could redo or excuse me, that you aren't proud of? All right. Most of us have probably all been there. I know that a lot of the things happen for us, not to us, or the things that we have, like we all make mistakes. We're human, but at the end of the day, you can't sit there and wallow and just replay everything over and over in your head. The more you replay it, the more you dwell on it, the more you focus on it, just the more you're going to cause yourself stress and the less you're going to be able to create the life that you want and move forward. Like it happened. So I talk about this. I just did a video on like decreasing your time and attention spent on some of these things that aren't going to help you, like in your reaction time. So like you can be upset about it, but let's not dwell on it. And smart people don't dwell on it for days and days and years and years and years. Like at some point you have to just move on. Number three is looking for the best tools. So if you're trying to do something or achieve something, or maybe you want to do a new sport, you're like, I want to ski. Oh, I need the best skis out there. Or you're trying to become a photographer. You're like, I need the best camera. So if you, a highly intelligent person, would actually just learn on improving their craft instead of improving their equipment first, right? So even I know my son did soccer this year and we were like, do we need cleats for him? And he's so young. They were like, no, he just needs some tennis shoes. It's not a big deal. Let's not invest too much before, like they're just little kids. And so that was great, right? That is an example of not investing too much in the product. Or like if you want to become a writer, start practicing writing. You don't need the best pencil. You don't need the most beautiful journal. Just practice writing or typing, write. All right. So don't just look for the best tools, just get out there and do the thing. And eventually you can get a better tool as you improve. Number four, highly intelligent people, they invest in things and time that can make their lives and their processes of things easier. So what I mean by this is like, if it takes you an hour or two to cook, but you can maybe spend your time instead exercising and improving your health, or you could spend time working on your business or spend time playing with your kids when you've worked all day, then outsourcing something like having a meal service or having someone cook for you, if it only costs a certain amount of money, like that is something to invest in, right? Okay. I'm not talking about personal chefs or anything. And I mean, maybe you can afford it, which is great, but like maybe it is worth it to call in for $5, $10, like pizza for the night. Or what I like to do, because I learned about this tip, is I like to just make my meals really simple. I don't care about a big extravagant meal. We don't spend a lot of time on our meals, which really helps. So maybe you do have to do the cooking, which I do recommend if you're trying to save money and if you're trying to be healthier. Typically, home cooked meals are going to be more healthy, but how do you find meals that are actually really simple and easy to make and that you don't stress about it? Food is fuel and it is delicious as well. So how can you make meals that are quick, simple, so I don't have to spend all that time on it? Now, some people love to cook. Some people love to spend all that time. So use a different example for that. Like, what is something that you're spending a lot of time on? Like, even the world after COVID, we realized how much time people spend on commutes and just sitting in the car for hours and hours. Now, you can, if you have to have a commute, you can do something productive. You could listen to podcasts. If you have a Tesla, you can let the car drive you and you could do work or whatever. Or maybe you needed to make a phone call or you needed to set up an appointment. You could use your time wisely, but it's all about knowing that time is your most valuable asset. And so treating it like that. And so if there's things you can do or reduce your time on certain things, like if you could work from home, if you can have someone, if it's going to cost like $20 to have someone come help you clean, and then you could make like $100, $200 on your business instead during that time, then you would do that, right? And so it's all about thinking about things and trying to come up with creative solutions and saying, all right, this is the time that I have. These are the things I want to prioritize. Is there a way that I could reduce the things that I don't really need to focus on so that I can have more time to do the things that I want and spend time with the people that I love and enjoy? Number 5 is focusing too much on the negative. So intelligent people, they don't focus too much on the negative. Yes, overthinking or coming up with solutions or thinking about the worst possible scenario can be helpful. Like if you're an event planner, you're planning a wedding, it is helpful to think through those things so that you could help prevent those things from happening. But at the end of the day, most of the time, worrying too much about the worst case scenario is not going to be helpful to you. And so don't spend too much time worrying about that. Just do the best that you can, be as prepared as you can, and then handle the situation when it comes up. Number 6 is hoping too much for a positive outcome. So instead of just hoping it will happen, and I just sit there, I'm like, I hope this happens, I hope this happens, I hope this happens. Instead, intelligent people, they try to put the odds in their favor, right? We've talked about a lot of successful people and that they try to put themselves in situations that make them lucky, when people are like, oh, they're so lucky. It's like, really? Luck can be involved, but they put themselves in situations where luck can help them. And so they really try to work smarter. They try to learn a new skill. They try to meet different people or find different ways to get new opportunities for themselves. Number 7 is avoiding their problems. So highly intelligent people, they don't just push things under the rug. Maybe you do for a minute, like you don't react right away if you're feeling really worked up. And maybe you just need to think about the situation. But at the end of the day, highly intelligent people, they face their problems. They face the things in their life that they need to own up to, or if they're having a disagreement with someone that's important in their life, they have the tough conversations and they just face it and then they move on, right? So instead of like wallowing and worrying and all this stuff, or never talking to them, or if you made a mistake and then you don't go own up to it and you don't take care of it, you are wasting time, you're wasting energy, and you're not being the type of person that other people would want to be around. So it's really important to face your problems, take care of them, and then move forward. Number 8, highly intelligent people do not spend time trying to impress other people, right? I always say, like, try to impress yourself. So it doesn't matter what other people are going to think. Other people are going to always have an opinion, and you probably have an opinion too on yourself. And so I would work more on, are you doing the things that you enjoy? Are you becoming the person that you want to be? And then let your success, let who you are just speak for itself. And even that, like, you don't even need it to speak for yourself. Just do what you want to do what you need to be, and then move forward. It's not a game trying to impress other people. I know the world, there's status, and there's all this stuff that could come up, but at the end of the day, you're going to get lost in the sauce. Stay focused, focus on your goals, focus on you, and you're going to be fine in the end. Number 9, worrying about what other people think of you. So my husband is awesome at this. I honestly should do a video for my husband because he's helped me so much with mindset and specifically mindset and just how he approaches things. And he's just really smart with all that stuff. And so I might do a video about that. But worried about what other people think of them. So you just don't care. And it doesn't mean you don't try. It doesn't mean you don't take care of yourself. It doesn't mean you just go, oh, I don't care what people think. I'm just going to eat whatever I want. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to be mean to people. That is not what it means at all. But you're not trying to impress other people. You are just going about your life and you're doing what you need to do. Like, there's no reason to waste your time and energy energy going, oh, what did they think of me? What did they think of my outfit that I'm wearing? Oh, did they think I looked ugly today? Oh, do they think I'm a good mom? Oh, like, do they care about what job I'm doing? And is that good enough? It's like, who cares? Stop wasting your time and energy on that. And you really are putting a lot of energy into other people's thoughts and opinions. They're always going to have thoughts and opinions. Who cares? Like I said, I always recommend, what do you think of you? And honestly, if you're having a bad day or you're like, ooh, I don't really like my outfit today, or ooh, I didn't show up as good today, like, that's okay. Don't dwell on it. Use that as information to make a change and move forward. But don't get so hung up on that stuff. Like, that really, in the grand scheme of life, remember, zoom out. It doesn't matter. Number 10, they don't spend time with fake people, people who don't care about them, rude people, and those types of people in their life. So if you have people that are rude or that aren't genuine, that aren't doing things, are rude to you, etc., they don't spend time with them. Don't spend time with them. Don't put energy into a relationship or a friendship like that, a friendship. All right. So you have much more valuable and important things to put your time and energy into. And hopefully you have other friends, or you will find other friends that are true friends, that aren't just there for your money, or that aren't just there gossiping or whatever. Like, don't put your time and energy into that. Number 11, they don't wait for the perfect moment. All right. There's never a perfect moment. I understand, like, maybe you feel like you need to prepare a little bit more, like, I get it. But at the end of the day, like, you just need to do the thing. And I know Alex Hormozy talks about this as well, is like, if you actually are in a hard situation in life and you have a goal, you want to do something, it's actually a really good time to do the thing, because there's a lot going on. And so it's a good time to do that, because sometimes in life, there's always going to be a season where there's a lot going on. So if you're in a busy season, do the thing now, because then when you're in a slower season or an easier season, it's going to be like, oh, this is really easy. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Just go for it. And then you can learn and evolve as you go. Number 12, taking avoidable risks. So say that your boss says, this is the project that we want you to do at work, and you don't fully understand it, but you're like, okay, boss, I got it. And then you go try to figure it out. Like, if you really didn't understand something, it honestly would have been in your favor just to ask and say, hey, I just want clarification on this. And then you got that clarification, and then you move forward. You are taking a big risk if you don't just ask. So an intelligent person wouldn't worry about if they look stupid or something. They would literally just go, do I know this? And then ask questions so that they do know it, and then they can go execute. So you're wasting all this time trying not to look stupid, trying to this, just do the thing. Number 13, they have highly intelligent time management. So highly intentional and highly intelligent people know what they want to focus on, and then they plan their time accordingly. So I've talked about time blocking and some other things, and most successful people, they use their time wisely. So make sure that you figure out what you want to focus on, what you want to do in your life, and then actually plan time to do them. All right, so those are 12 things plus a bonus, so 13 things that smart people do not waste their time on. I know I needed to read these things and to learn about these things. Sometimes it's just good for a reminder so you can keep focused on what you need to. I'm always trying to redirect and get back to, what are my goals? What's the nonsense or the noise in the way? What are the things that I'm making up in my head, and how can I move through that? So I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, let me know in the comments below what you think. Let me know if there was a takeaway. I'd love to hear. I always love hearing what you guys take away, or if you have any lessons or things to share with everybody else. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more, and feel free to share with someone else if you think it could help them in their life and on their journey. So thanks for being here. I will see you in the next video. You've got this, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.